Hello! Welcome to your next science challenge. This is science challenge number 5, can you believe it? Wow. And this science challenge is called the rainbow in a glass. Okay, so hopefully you're all going to create a rainbow in a glass. So you need quite a lot of resources for this one, but only a little amount of each. So hopefully that'll be okay. So you need some washing up liquid. You'll need some oil, olive oil, rapeseed oil, like that. You need some syrup or some honey, just a little bit though. And you need some water. Okay, so you can try other liquids as well. You can, exchange the syrup for something else. You could exchange the oil for something else. You could try other liquids as well. But those are the 4 that I'm going to be using just to demonstrate the investigation. So you'll also need a teaspoon to mix, some little mixing pots, something to mix in, and then your glass that you're going to create your rainbow in. So let's keep that out. The first thing we're going to do is we're going to mix, we need some food colouring as well. And obviously that depends on what colours you've got. It's absolutely fine, it doesn't really matter. I'm going to be using 4 different colours. So I'm going to start with the darkest colour. I'm going to start with purple. Then I'm going to move on to green. Then I'll be doing yellow. Then I'm going to do red. Okay, so those are the colours I'm going to be using. Hope you can see those. So the first thing I'm going to do is choose the liquid that's the most dense, okay, which means it's most packed full of molecules. And out of these liquids that I've got, the syrup is the most dense liquid, okay, out of these 4. So I'm going to choose my colour that I'm starting with, so it's purple, and put a few drops of food colouring into my small pot. I'm then going to add the sticky syrup. I'm going to have to add syrup to my shopping list. Not very much left. And then you're going to give it a really good stir, mixing the food colouring in with the sticky syrup. Lovely. Okay. When that's all mixed in, you can pour it into the rainbow glass that you're going to use. Okay. Don't need to be too careful with this one. Just pour it in as it is. Try and get all of it out. There we go. Okay, so that's our first layer of our rainbow. Now it doesn't look very purpley to me. Oh well. Okay, that's our first bottom layer of our rainbow. So we've done our purple. The next layer is going to be washing up liquid. Okay, so I'm going to use a clean, not sticky pot with some green food colouring in. And mix it with my washing up liquid. Again, make sure Mum and Dad are okay with you using it. Make sure they're not going to run out. I'm not quite sure what colour this is going to go because you might want to get a clean teaspoon actually, girls. It's got sticky syrup all over it. I'm not quite sure what colour this is going to go because it's yellow. I've got green food colouring in. Ooh. Making a bit of a mess. So luckily I've got my trusty kitchen roll for any spillages or splashes. Okay, it's looking a lovely green colour. Okay, once it's mixed in, you're going to really carefully pour it down the side of the glass. Okay, really slowly, really carefully. Okay, and you should see, instead of mixing the washing up liquid, the green washing up liquid, is sitting on top of our purple syrup, or brown syrup it looks, doesn't it? So that's the start of our rainbow. Okay, the next thing we're going to do is add in our water. Okay, so water is less dense than syrup and washing up liquid, so we're going to add in our water. So I'm going to make my water, so yeah, we'll do water yellow. Okay, so again, let's use our mixing pot. Let's put some yellow food colouring. Now my yellow isn't very good, so I'm going to put quite a lot of it because it doesn't seem to mix very well, my yellow. Some water. And then mix it together. You might want to rinse your pots after each different sort of liquid, just to make sure they're clean. A really good mix. Make that yellow, because that yellow hasn't mixed in properly at all. I think I need to buy some different yellow. There we go. Nice yellow liquid. Now let's try pouring this on top of our syrup and washing up liquid. It's all getting a bit sticky. Oh, Mrs. Bayley, slowly. Made a bit of a mess. Slowly does it, Mrs. Bayley. Okay, let's just leave it for a minute to settle. Did it a little bit too quickly there, I think. Let's clear up the mess. Just be careful, because obviously the water's fine, but the food colouring will stain clothes. So let's have a little look. Let's move that away so you can see. So hopefully we've got 3 layers now. Hopefully you can see that. So we've got our brown at the bottom, we've got our green, and then we've got quite a big layer of yellow at the top. Now finally, we're going to add a layer of oil. Okay, now oil is less dense than water, so the oil should float, should sit on top of the water. I'm going to give this a quick rinse. Okay, so let's have a go at mixing my final colour, which was red. With some oil. Now this oil is yellow, so it's going to create a kind of orangey colour. That's fine. Let's try it. Mix it together. Now this is all happening because liquids of different densities can stack on top of each other. So the more dense a liquid is, the more packed full of molecules it will sink. And then as those liquids are less dense, they will sit on top of each other because they don't mix. So we know, most people know that oil and water won't mix. So this now should sit on the top of the water via yellow. Again, really slowly. There we go. So we have our rainbow in a glass. We've got our sticky purple syrup. We've got our green washing up liquid. We've got our yellow water. And then finally, we've got orange or red oil. And that's how we can make a rainbow in a glass. Now, obviously, it depends on how many different colours of food colouring you've got. And you could try the liquids. You could try and add, I don't know, vinegar in or milk in, and see what happens if, you know, where those colours, where those liquids place on our kind of density of liquids order. You could try and see where they are. How dense is milk? How dense is vinegar? How dense is, you know, is honey more or less than sugar, than syrup? So you could try lots of different liquids and see how dense they are, where are they, adding different food colouring. The food colouring helps obviously because you can see the different layers. Have a go. Send me some pictures of your rainbows. Obviously if you had a narrower glass and taller, you could make it look more like a rainbow. But I'm pretty impressed with that. I'm pretty happy with that. Please send me yours. Send me your photos of your rainbows. Not so much of a challenge, but it's a challenge to do because it's quite tricky. Have a go with siblings. Have a go with parents if they are happy for you to have a go and for them to have a go. Be careful with the resources. Please don't break any, you know, glasses, or use your last bit of syrup or washing up liquid or oil. Have fun, enjoy. Let me know how you get on. Bye.